You won't believe what Riley Burruss just revealed. Behind the cameras and the smiles, Kandi Burruss has been facing a private battle that nobody saw coming. After Todd left, the truth about her health, her heartbreak, and the struggles she endured finally came to light. And what Riley shared will shock even the most devoted fans. This isn't just drama, this is the untold story of pain, resilience, and secrets that were kept from the world until now. Today, we're diving deep into a story that fans have only seen in snippets on reality TV, but the full truth has remained hidden until now. Riley Burruss has opened up about what really happened to Kandi Burruss after Todd's departure, and it's far more heartbreaking than anyone expected. From health struggles to emotional battles, Riley's revelations paint a picture of a side of Kandi that the cameras never captured. You won't believe the details he shared, moments that reveal the real toll of heartbreak, private struggles behind a public persona, and the resilience that kept Kandi going when everything seemed to be falling apart. This is where it gets unbelievable. What Riley disclosed isn't just gossip, it's an insider's account that finally sheds light on what really happened. Stick around, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see Kandi's journey, and the moments Riley reveals will leave you both shocked and moved. And just when you think you know the full story, the next revelation takes an even darker and more emotional turn. When Todd left, it wasn't just a breakup, it was a seismic shift in Kandi Burruss's life. Riley Burruss reveals that behind the perfectly curated social media posts and the glamorous appearances on reality TV, Kandi was grappling with a level of heartbreak that most fans could never imagine. According to Riley, the aftermath of Todd's departure affected Kandi deeply, both emotionally and physically. Friends noticed changes in her daily routine. The sparkle in her eyes seemed dimmer, and even her laughter, which once filled the room, was tinged with a subtle sadness. Riley shared that Kandi confided in him about nights spent awake wrestling with feelings of abandonment, uncertainty, and fear for the future. The most shocking detail? Riley revealed that Kandi's health began to suffer in ways that weren't obvious on camera. Stress and emotional trauma started to manifest physically, something many fans might not have considered while watching her continue with work, appearances, and family commitments. Riley's perspective gives a rare, insider glimpse into the toll that personal struggles can take, even on someone as strong and resilient as Kandi. But what happened next would escalate the challenges Kandi faced, creating a chain of events that would test her in ways Riley says no one could have predicted. After Todd's departure, Riley Burruss revealed that Kandi's heartbreak didn't just stay in her heart, it began affecting her body in ways that shocked those closest to her. Insomnia became a constant companion. Riley explained that Kandi would often spend entire nights awake, replaying conversations, analyzing what went wrong, and worrying about her future. The emotional weight of the separation was more than a typical heartbreak. It started to manifest physically. Friends and family noticed changes in her appearance, subtle signs at first, like fatigue and tension, but Riley says the full scope of her struggle was hidden behind the strong, composed persona fans saw on television. According to him, Kandi experienced bouts of stress-induced headaches, digestive issues, and extreme exhaustion. Yet, she rarely spoke about it publicly. The pressure to maintain her image while facing these hidden health issues took a toll, creating a silent battle that few outside her inner circle understood. Riley also shared a heartbreaking detail about the emotional isolation Kandi felt during this time. Without Todd, someone she relied on for support, Kandi had to navigate her responsibilities as a mother, businesswoman, and public figure almost entirely on her own. Riley said that seeing someone so strong struggle in ways most people would never imagine left him deeply concerned. The story takes an even darker turn when Riley revealed that, at her lowest moments, Kandi considered stepping back from public life entirely. The thought of retreating from everything she had built, the shows, the business ventures, and even the connection with her fans was real. But it wasn't just the stress or exhaustion, it was the feeling of being unseen and unsupported, a side of Kandi's life Riley says no one gets to see unless they're inside her inner circle. Yet, despite these hidden battles, Kandi kept moving forward. Riley emphasizes her resilience, noting that even while her health and emotions were under immense strain, she continued to pour herself into her work, her family, and the projects she cared about most. But as Riley hints, the challenges didn't end there. What happened next would test Kandi in ways that even her closest friends couldn't have foreseen, and it's a moment that would leave fans completely shocked. Riley Burruss painted a picture of a Kandi Burruss that few people had ever truly seen. Behind the glamorous photos, the laughter, and the witty social media posts, she was quietly enduring a storm of emotions that could have overwhelmed anyone. Riley revealed that the heartbreak from Todd's departure was compounded by feelings of self-doubt, anxiety, and a profound sense of loneliness. He shared that Kandi often questioned her worth and struggled with guilt, wondering if she could have done more to prevent the breakup. These inner battles, Riley says, were not fleeting. They lingered, affecting her mood, decision-making, and even her interactions with loved ones. Riley explained that Kandi confided in him about the sleepless nights spent crying silently, moments where she felt completely unmoored, and the weight of keeping a brave face for the world while her heart felt shattered. One of the most shocking insights Riley revealed was how these emotional struggles affected Kandi's relationships beyond Todd. He said that friends and family noticed subtle changes in her behavior, moments of withdrawal, hesitation to open up, and a deep fatigue that went beyond physical tiredness. Riley described how Kandi sometimes avoided conversations about her feelings, fearing that exposing her vulnerability would make her seem weak. Yet, behind that armor, she was human, fragile, and deeply hurting. Riley also disclosed a particularly emotional episode that happened in the months following Todd's departure. He recounted a private conversation where Kandi admitted feeling like she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders, managing her career, her business, her family, and her own emotional recovery all at once. Riley says that witnessing Kandi's strength in the face of such personal turmoil left him both inspired and heartbroken. And just when it seemed like she was beginning to regain her footing, Riley hinted at an event that would test her emotional resilience even further, something that shook her to her core and forced Kandi to confront not only her heartbreak, but also the impact it had on her overall well-being. This next revelation, Riley insists, is a side of Kandi that fans never imagined, and it's what makes her story both tragic and inspiring. After months of heartbreak, sleepless nights, and hidden health struggles, Riley Burruss revealed that Kandi Burruss began to reclaim her life in ways that were both inspiring and deeply moving. According to Riley, the turning point came when she realized that she couldn't let the heartbreak define her or take control over her health and happiness. Riley shared that Kandi started to prioritize herself in ways fans rarely saw. Small but significant changes like establishing routines for better sleep, seeking medical advice to address her stress-related health issues, and leaning on a trusted circle of friends and family began to help her regain stability. He emphasized that it wasn't an overnight transformation. Kandi's recovery was a process filled with setbacks, moments of doubt, and emotional hurdles that required immense courage. One of the most emotional details Riley revealed was how Kandi channeled her pain into her work and creative projects. He explained that while many might have expected her to withdraw from the public eye, she instead used her experiences to inspire her music, her business ventures, and even her interactions with fans. Riley described how Kandi's transparency about her struggles, even in private conversations with those she trusts, became a source of strength, proof that vulnerability can coexist with resilience. But Riley didn't sugarcoat the story. He warned that Kandi's journey back wasn't easy. Even as she rebuilt her health and her emotional foundation, she faced lingering challenges, occasional flashbacks to her heartbreak, moments of self-doubt, and the ongoing pressure of balancing public life with private pain. He said that watching someone so strong navigate these struggles was both heartbreaking and awe-inspiring, a reminder of how complicated personal healing can be, especially under the spotlight. The most striking insight Riley shared is perhaps the most powerful. Kandi's journey taught her, and those close to her, that true strength isn't about avoiding pain. It's about facing it head-on, acknowledging it, and choosing to move forward despite it. Riley insisted that her story is a lesson in resilience, an intimate look at how heartbreak and health struggles can coexist, and how the people we think we know perfectly can be silently fighting battles that remain unseen. Yet, even as she began to rise from the pain, Riley hinted at lingering scars that still affect Kandi today, reminders of what she endured, and a testament to the fact that recovery is ongoing, not linear. This sets the stage for the final section, where we reflect on the impact of her journey and the powerful lessons that fans and viewers can take away from Riley's revelations. Riley Burruss's revelations about Kandi Burruss after Todd's departure give fans a rare and intimate look at a side of her life that's rarely discussed. Behind the reality TV cameras, behind the social media posts, and public appearances, Kandi faced struggles that went far beyond heartbreak. From hidden health issues and sleepless nights to the emotional weight of feeling unsupported, her journey shows just how human, even strong, accomplished figures can be. The story Riley shared is a testament to resilience. Despite the emotional turmoil and the physical toll, Kandi didn't give up. She found ways to care for herself, to lean on those she trusts, and to channel her pain into creative energy, work, and family. Riley emphasized that her strength is not about perfection, it's about facing life's harshest realities with courage, even when no one else can see the battle being fought behind closed doors. What makes this story even more powerful is the lesson it carries. Heartbreak, health struggles, and personal crises can affect anyone, no matter how successful or strong they appear. And while the world often only sees the surface, the truth is that vulnerability, struggle, and perseverance are universal human experiences. Riley's revelations remind us to look deeper, to empathize, and to celebrate the quiet victories of those who fight battles unseen. As viewers, this is a story that encourages reflection. How do we support our loved ones during unseen struggles? How do we recognize the hidden pain that someone might be enduring while still maintaining a public life? Kandi's journey, as revealed through Riley, is not just celebrity drama, it's a powerful narrative of survival, strength, and hope. So, what do you think about Kandi's resilience? Could you imagine facing such challenges while maintaining your public life and career? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's talk about the lessons we can all take from her story.